respect.
We wish to encourage more hotel operators with amenities such as water parks, restaurants, cinemas, government offices to join this initiative, making the Bahamas a more sunflower-friendly country.
Please feel free to reach out to the REACH office at 328-4123, or you can reach out to the National Commissions for Persons with Disabilities at 396-8700.
There are over 3 million shipwrecks on the ocean floor, just waiting to be found. Nothing is truly ever lost at sea, only hidden by time and sand. When I put this fleet together, it wasn't just for fun. And although we do have fun, we never lose sight of our goal. Right here, right now, we are on a mission.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
I'm Shane Slubs.
Thanks so much for watching. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
Ahead on our broadcast this Tuesday, calls for the parliamentary commissioner to resign. Tonight, he responds. PLP's rally last night at the Central West, and greater protection for marine life in our waters. Those stories and much more to stay up for this late night, Tuesday, April 21st, 2026.
The Bahamas Tonight at 11, the final word starts now.
It is good to have you with us this late night. I'm Corvell Pyfrom. Our big story here at 11, the parliamentary commissioner is tonight weighing in on the opposition's calls for his immediate removal over reported breaches in the system. Starting us off at 11, LaDon Davis.
The Free National Movement has raised alarms about how the voter register and election process are being handled. These concerns are tied to fears that the system may not be fully transparent or credible ahead of the general election. Opposition leader Michael Pintard argues that the removal of Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson and Returning Officer Neil Campbell is a push for greater accountability and independence in the process. The Parliamentary Commissioner is responding.
I offer no comment to the call for my resignation. Also to advise the public that Mr. Neil Campbell has not been appointed as the returning officer or presiding officer or any role in that capacity for the upcoming election.
The Parliamentary Commissioner was also asked about the services of translators at the polls in the wake of allegations of fraud.
There will be no foreign interpreters at any of the polling stations engaged by the PRD department.
He also welcomes the presence of international observers who help ensure that the election procedures are followed and monitored for any irregularities.
Election observers are a normal thing that happens now at election time. For the last 3 elections in the Bahamas, international observers were invited to come and observe our elections. And there'll be no change this year.
The Parliamentary Registration Department is pushing to ensure a fair and smoother electoral process on May 12th. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDon Davis.
Let's go further. LaDon, the parliamentary commissioner, is also defending his department and calling for responsibility among political leaders. He urged all parties and public figures to exercise care in their public comments, stressing that civil servants operating under the law deserve fairness and respect. Commissioner Thompson further warned that political disagreement should never escalate into personal attacks on officers tasked with carrying out their duties professionally and impartially. He maintains that he will defend the integrity of the department and the reputation of its staff, noting that public officers continue to serve with diligence and a strong sense of duty to the Bahamian people. Pointing to the country's track record, he added that the Bahamas has a long history of successful elections with systems that allow for scrutiny, legal engagement, and oversight by observer missions. More from the Progressive Liberal Party's Rally for Progress this late night as party leader Prime Minister Davis cautions what a change in government might mean. This as his National Security Minister and Freetown candidate, the Honorable Wayne Munro, defended the Davis administration's record on defense.
They want to reset by right-sizing the public service. Last time they came in, they fired 2,500 public servants. They want to reset by closing the post office bank, shutting down banking services for over 35,000 Bahamians who rely on it, particularly us in the Family Islands.
We've hired 787 new police officers. We've hired 668 new Defense Force Marines. We've added 379 correctional officers. And you know, I'm proud to say here in Freetown, quite a few of those officers are from right here in Freetown.
Well, with just 3 weeks to go until the general election, Organization for Responsible Governance Executive Director Matt Aubrey is sending a message to all candidates and party leaders. This election, he says, is an opportunity to reset the relationship between Bahamians and the government, adding that whoever comes out on top come May 12th should consider this.
That mindset on that partnership of how do we make sure that programs that have been started, programs like the feeding programs in the schools, or the apprenticeship models, or the SBDC that have been putting forward resources to small businesses, are continued and scaled up and not stalled or stopped because one administration comes in or doesn't. Those things have started to happen in different administrations, and they need to continue so that we can see their ultimate benefit.
Aubrey and his watchdog organization are also emphasizing the importance of citizen participation.
We talk a lot about the fact that public consultation and engagement usually happens too late. So we want to encourage folks to adopt early stage consultation. So when new laws and new things are being talked about that are going to happen in the first week or the first 100 days, we want to make sure that there's time to make sure that folks can understand those laws, be a part of them, build trust and buy-in, and carry those forward.
And tonight, a leading clergyman is urging all Bahamians to get out there and vote on May 12th and pray for those seeking high office. Anglican Bishop Leish Boyd also admonishing voters to listen to national and development issues, think, listen, analyze, and discern. For the candidates, there's the advice to deal more with issues and not people, personalities, mistakes, or misfortunes, as campaign rhetoric and rallies focus too often on making fun of others, slurring, tearing them down, and belittling them. In some instances, rallies, he says, have become nothing more than a feel-good party time, a spectacular event full of much squeeze but little substance. Well, there is much more to stay up for this Tuesday evening. When we come back, Arawak Cay gets a new leadership team. We'll have that story plus more. You're watching the Bahamas tonight at 11. Hope you'll stay up with us.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili. Wow, wow. Garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn down the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know.
So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. Ghost pepper, pepper wings.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
This is the National Youth Guard program designed to train young people to help the Bahamas Islands in times of disaster.
I decided to join to better serve my country as well as to better myself.
We train the help with search and rescue, electrical, plumbing, and carpentry.
And things that they can actually expand on in their careers.
Young people who join the Youth Guard program discover a sense of identity, a sense of purpose, and a sense of patriotism.
This program isn't about only the individuals. It is about the country.
Advancements in environmental protection taking place tonight between the Bahamas and the international community through the Escazú Agreement, as well as a pledge by the Bahamas toward national coral reef conservation. Here's Lloyd Island with more.
For countries around the world, the Escazú Agreement has proven beneficial, paving the way and empowering citizens to take an active role in environmental preservation. And here at home, while that agreement was signed last year, a further enhancement to protecting the environment taking place today at the British Colonial. Now, the minister responsible for environment and natural resources, the Honourable Zane Lightbourne, shares a bit more about what happened.
Yes, today was a very important step in environmental justice and showing our stakeholders and social partners, our citizens, that we are serious about our environment, about conservation, about climate change, because we would have hosted the fourth COP for the Escazú Agreement. And that particular agreement speaks to giving access to all stakeholders and information sharing, and also access to justice, whether it's through court systems or whatever other forms of justice, and just a form of transparency for all stakeholders, particularly environmentalists who raise concerns about when there are agreements with big projects, about persons who would embark on any activity that impacts the environment, or just citizens who would have discovered something that they wanted to bring to light, and they expect that we as a government continue to be honest, transparent, and also active and proactive in causing for our environment to be conserved for our future.
Now, I know there are a number of local organizations a part of this advancement as well, the Nature Conservancy and others. Again, as we've now moved forward and taken a step forward, for you, what's the most important accomplishment in this?
Well, the fact that we can get together and we have the confidence of the Bahamian people to have their involvement, to show that we are a transparent government. We have also signed a coral pledge today with the Nature Conservancy. That is very impactful for us because we know our coral reefs are very important in preserving our environment, especially protection against storms. We have seen some of the worst catastrophic storms in history, and we know what it is to go through it. So we are showing our support not only for the environment, but that we are leading the way and participating in the region in conservation and also environmental justice.
Now, a very important story here, and we'll have more on this in a later newscast. Reporting here from the British Colonial for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Lloyd, thank you. Along those lines, the beloved Arawak Cay site has been a staple in the Bahamian culinary and cultural landscape for decades. But for some, it's lost some of its charm over the years. This has prompted the new Arawak Cay Vendors Association leadership team to restore the popular outlet to its glory days. Leah Cooper tells us more.
A new chapter seems to be unfolding at Arawak Cay. Over the years, the beloved culinary and culture hub has seen its fair share of highs and lows, and very recently, devastation after 6 stalls were burnt to the ground late last year. But a new leadership headed by incoming President Lillian Larimore-Smith's team recently outlined plans to tackle key issues like infrastructure concerns to unregulated vending.
As I step into this role, I am committed to working closely with my team to address the challenges we face, including infrastructure issues and vendors' concern. My mandate
is simple. No vendor left behind. One very important issue is the issue of persons coming to Arawak Cay selling without a permit. We would want to be on the ground, knowing what's going on. We also have children coming out with sponsor sheets selling jewelry and perfume, and they're here late in the night.
That commitment already gaining support from stakeholders who say collaboration will be key in tackling shared challenges and strengthening the community.
Today, we want to let everybody know that her fight and his fight is my fight. Today, she might have the issue further down the road. I may be facing the same issues.
I'm here today to say thank you as we unite and as we bridge the gap and bring people together as we continue to strive to make the Bahamas what it truly is, better.
Stakeholders say Arawak Cay's cultural relevance goes beyond tourism and speaks to the heart of the community it serves.
As you could heard the president allude to, Arawak Cay is not just for tourists to come and take part in. Arawak Cay is intentional. The vendors, the business people here are intentional about serving the Bahamian public. And so it's important that they stress that.
In the end, leaders say unity and accountability will be critical in shaping the future of Arawak Cay for vendors, visitors, and the wider community. For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Leah Cooper.
Leah, well, thanks to you. The Bahamas Tonight at 11 turns to sports next this Tuesday evening. Here's Amajal with a preview of what's ahead.
The Island Regatta set to sail away on Wednesday. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Bahamas Power Light Company Limited is on an aggressive path of reshaping how we provide energy to our consumers. Recently, we had a sit-down chat with BPL Executive Chairman Christina Alston, who shared digestible insights into what this new energy era is all about.
One of the unique things that I think that we're seeing is that we made sure that our solar was paired with battery energy storage. So it's not just the cost of the solar, but it's the cost of the solar, the batteries, and the integration of that system. And so when we decided to do the new energy era, it was a way for us to raise the entire system up one time. Like we're renovating the whole house instead of just doing the bathroom and then coming back and doing the kitchen. We're renovating the whole house one time.
Although solar energy is a popular and viable source, Executive Chairman Christina Alston explains that while it is widely embraced, it is not a standalone solution for meeting the country's full energy demands.
One of the things that we talk about in the solar space is how much land solar takes. So typically you're talking anywhere from 3 to 5 acres per megawatt. So if Abaco needed 10 megawatts or 20 megawatts of solar, then you could see very quickly that you're now chewing up anywhere, 60 to 100 acres of land.
Liquefied natural gas, or LNG, is natural gas cooled into liquid form for easier use and transport. Alston explains how it will be used to support more efficient and reliable power generation.
Because we're fuel switching from HFO and ADO to LNG, and the LNG engines are more efficient, the amount of fuel that those engines are using is a lot less cost. And that definitely goes straight through to the consumer.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome to your Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Well, it's officially regatta time again. The 70th edition of the National Family Island Regatta set to sail away starting tomorrow through Saturday in Georgetown, Exuma. Activity getting started this evening, though, with the arrival of the boats as well as the skippers meeting, with the official opening ceremony taking place at this hour in the beautiful Elizabeth Harbor. Look at the race schedule. Action kicking off on Wednesday with 4 cup races in the A, B, and C class. Thursday kicking off at 8:30 a.m. with the BPL Cup race, as well as A, B, and C Cup races as well. Friday will be the second series races before closing out with the third series races on Saturday and the official closing ceremony. You can stay locked into Zenda's Toll Sports team as our Charles Fisher will be in Exuma and keeps us updated on all the action from this year's National Family Island Regatta. In basketball news, Philadelphia 76ers guard VJ Edgecombe has been named a finalist for the 2025-2026 NBA Rookie of the Year award. He was named a finalist alongside Dallas Mavericks forward Cooper Flagg and Charlotte Hornets forward Con Knipple. Edgecombe, the number 3 overall pick in last year's draft, averaged 16 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists in 75 games in his rookie season. He also shot 35% from 3. Edgecombe earned Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month honors in March after averaging 18 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, and just over a steal in 13 games. Edgecombe and his Sixers are hoping to tie up their opening round Eastern Conference series tonight against the Boston Celtics. In college basketball news, Raymond Collins is on the move after a breakout season with the Florida International Panthers. Collins signing with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. She had a breakout season, winning Conference USA Player of the Week 3 times. She was also named the CUSA Player of the Year, CUSA Newcomer of the Year, as well as a first-team All-CUSA selection. She would also be named to the CUSA All-Defensive Team as well. She would lead the Panthers to a 21-11 overall record and a 12-6 conference record to finish second in the league. She also helped FIU to the semifinals of the conference tournament and to the second round of the WNIT. She would lead the Panthers in minutes, field goals, free throws, points, rebounds, points per game, and blocks. She was also second on the team with 62 steals while shooting 45% from the field and 72% from the free throw line. And not only did Collins lead the team in rebounding at 8.9 a game, but she grabbed a whopping 121 offensive boards, ranking 12th nationally in the category. Collins checked in 13th nationally in free throw attempts as well. Of course, she would spend her first 2 seasons at Ole Miss under the tutelage of Yolette McPhee-McCouen. 30-30 season, Maine professional baseball player Jazz Chisholm Jr. has seemingly hit an early season wall. So far, he is experiencing somewhat of a sophomore jinx after arguably his best season in the majors. The 28-year-old starting second baseman for the Yankees is batting just .164 this season and is yet to hit a home run through 22 games. It's one of the longest homerless streaks of his 7-year career. Chisholm has just 12 hits in 73 at-bats, 3 RBIs, and has scored just 6 runs. Chisholm also is the only Yankees regular starter not to go deep so far in the year. After missing Sunday's game, Chisholm is expected to be back in the lineup tonight when the Yankees travel to Fenway in Boston to take on their AL East rivals, the Boston Red Sox. And we end this evening's sportscast on a somber note as the Zenda's Toll Sports team sending our condolences out to the family and friends of young Caden Bain, the young athlete passing away yesterday after a battle with a long-standing illness. Bain, as recently as last week, competed in the Frank Pancho Ramming All-Schools Nationals, winning the boys under-9 400-meter final. Bain, a dual-sport athlete, also being an avid swimmer and member of the Barracuda Swim Club. He was just 9 years old. And that's been a look at your sports on this Tuesday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Long Island, we've helped 77 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $1.9 million in approved funding, the SPDC is strengthening Long Island's economy by investing in its leading sectors: fishing, transportation, and agriculture. No matter the island, every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SPDC, Bahamas.
This is the National Youth Guard program designed to train young people to help the Bahamas Islands in times of disaster.
I decided to join to better serve my country as well as to better myself.
We train the help in search and rescue, electrical, plumbing, and carpentry.
And things that they can actually expand on in their careers.
Young people who join the Youth Guard program discover a sense of identity, a sense of purpose, and a sense of patriotism.
This program isn't about only the individuals. It is about the country.
As we wind down this Tuesday evening, let's check in with Diane Dorset for a look at our late night weather forecast. Good evening, Diane.
Good evening. Our satellite picture shows a broad area of cloudiness across the central and southeast Bahamas in response to the passage of a prefrontal trough and a cold front. This system will continue moving into the southeast Bahamas by tomorrow, while skies gradually clear across the northwest Bahamas. Now let's take a quick check on temperatures around the Family Islands. In the northwest Bahamas, it's 79 degrees in Freeport City and Green, Turtle Key, 75 in Marsh Harbour, Abaco, Alistown, Bimini, and Bullocks Harbour, 77 degrees in Andros. In Harbour Island, it's 74, Rock, St. Eleuthera, 75 degrees, Arthurstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumkey, 76, 77 down there in Georgetown, Exuma, and for our southernmost islands. It's 78 degrees in Clarencetown, Crooked Island, and Ragged Island, 82 degrees in Auckland to Betsy Bay, Mahu Tainagua, 79 degrees, and for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 82 degrees. So that's the feel of the islands. Here in the capital tonight, it will be mainly clear and windy with a low of 69 degrees, and for tomorrow, partly sunny and windy with a high of 76. Now, in your extended forecast, expect very windy conditions and rough seas through Wednesday, with clouds increasing late Thursday, becoming cloudy by Friday. But that won't last long, as the weekend is shaping up to be beautiful with plenty of sunshine during the day. That's your late night look at weather. Rest easy, stay cozy, and thanks for staying up with us.
Diane, thank you very much as always, and thank you for staying up with us this late night. That is our broadcast here at 11. I'm Corbell Pye from For Ammo. Diane and our entire team, take care, be well, and remember, we will all be looking to see you again right back here tomorrow evening. Good night.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZMS.